Question 3. The quadratic function is defined by this, where n is a constant. Express fx in this form. So this looks like a vertex form. To get into the vertex form, we have to complete the square. Then only we can get into the vertex form. Right. So to complete the square, there are a few steps lah. You have to remember. First, we must make a into 1. We must make sure this a is 1. So in this case, memang a is 1 lah, 1x square. So that step is done. Number 2, you have to plus bracket square minus bracket square. So we have to break it down here in between b and c. Then we plus bracket square minus bracket square and then continue plus n. Okay. Then the third step is the bracket will be b over 2. Okay, inside the bracket you have to put b over 2. So our b is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then when you've got into this stage, you have to do x plus 3 the whole thing square. So you have x square, you have 3 square. You just take x, you take 3, the whole thing square. And this 6x will go missing, because when we expand this square, we will get back the 3 terms. So when you factorizing here, you will only get 2 terms lah. This 6x will go missing. And then this back part, the second part, you just have to add. So in this case, it's negative 9 plus n. That's it. This is the vertex form. So this will be the answer for A lah. They just ask you to find in this form. Done. Right. Next is B. Given the minimum value of fx is negative 5, find the value of n. Alright. So minimum value means, if this is your graph, okay, this is this one. This will be the minimum value. Okay, so to find the minimum value, we need to find the y coordinate of the minimum point. This is the minimum value. Okay, so in this case, when we have vertex form, this constant will give us the minimum value. To find the vertex coordinate, you must take this is x and this is y. So to find the minimum value, you just have to take the y part lah. No need to take the x. So we can say this coordinate is negative n plus 9. Or they also gave us the actual number. It is also negative 5. So we can solve this lah. So to solve B, we can say negative 5 equals to negative 9 plus n. So n equals to negative 5 plus 9. So 9 minus 5 is 4. So n is 4. Done. A done, B done. Let's look at C now. They want us to sketch the curve of fx. Alright. So we have fx equals to x plus 3. Okay, x plus 3 square. And this whole thing is negative 5. They already told minimum value negative 5, right? So we can write x plus 3 square minus 5. So this is the vertex form. It will help us in sketching the graph lah. So let's sketch the graph. Alright. So first we draw a Cartesian plane. This is y-axis. This will be our x-axis. Okay, now we have to look at A. So A is 1x square. So when A is 1, the graph is, when a is positive, the graph is a smiley face. When a is more than 0. If a is less than 0, the graph would be a sad face. So in this case, a is 1, therefore smiley face. So we can draw a smiley face here. Right. Then now we need to check the vertex. So from this equation, these two values will be our vertex. The only thing you need to do is you have to take out the 3 to make it negative. Okay, so whenever you want to take out the vertex from the vertex form, you must change the symbol for x. So in this case, x will be -3 and y will be -5. This will be our vertex. Okay, so let's assume, okay, we move this graph first. Let's assume -3 is here and -5 is here. So our vertex would be somewhere here. So the graph will maybe look something like this. Right. So we're not done yet. We need to, next, this is vertex. This is the first thing we need. And the second thing we need is the y-intercept. Okay. So to find the y-intercept, at y-intercept, x will be 0. Okay, this is the y-intercept. At this particular point, x is always 0. Okay, so we can sub x0 into this equation. So when x is 0, we get 0 plus 3 square minus 5. We get 4. So our y-intercept is 0, 4. So 4 would be somewhere here. That means our graph has to change a bit. Something like this. Yep, something like that. Okay, so the easiest way is actually to draw the graph first and then we cut the 4. Okay, but you must make sure it's in the positive side lah, because just now it was cutting somewhere here. Here is negative already. So 4 would be realistically, it will be above there. So this is our graph. That's it. So you need to know your vertex. You need to find your y-intercept. Roots, optional. In this case, you don't really need to find roots lah. Okay, you just need this, this, and this. If you want to label, you can label this vertex -3, -5. Okay, this will be the graph of fx. Done.